Upbeat, intriguing music starts and fades slightly to the background. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to step into a fairy tale from 1001 Nights? To walk through courtyards where fountains whisper ancient secrets and walls are adorned with poetry carved in stone? Well, such a place exists, and today we're journeying to Granada, Spain, to uncover the breathtaking story of the Alhambra Palace. This isn't just a fortress or a palace. It's a testament to a lost kingdom, a masterpiece of art, and a place where history breathes in every corner. From its humble beginnings as a small fortress to its zenith as the glorious heart of the Nasrid dynasty, and its transformation through centuries of change, the Alhambra story is as intricate and beautiful as its famous title. So, grab your virtual passport, because we are about to unlock the gates to one of the most magnificent wonders of the world. The name Alhambra comes from the Arabic al-Qala, which means the Red Fortress. And if you ever see it at sunset, you'll understand why. The clay and stone of its walls glow with a warm, reddish hue, as if blushing from the sun's last kiss. But its story begins long before it became the sprawling complex we know today. The first mentions of a fortress on this hill, the Sabika Hill, date back to the 9th century. At that time, it was just a modest military outpost, a small citadel watching over the fledgling city of Granada. For centuries, it remained relatively minor, a silent observer as empires rose and fell around it. It was a strategic location, offering commanding views of the surrounding plains, but its golden age was yet to come. It was waiting for the right dynasty, the right vision, to transform it from a simple fort into a legend. That moment arrived in the 13th century. The Christian Reconquista was sweeping across the Iberian Peninsula, and many Muslim kingdoms were falling. Fleeing the changing tides of power, the man named Muhammad ibn Alhambra, the founder of the Nasrid dynasty, arrived in Granada in 1238. He saw the potential of the Sabika Hill and decided to make it the heart of his new emirate, the last Muslim stronghold in Spain. This was the turning point. Muhammad I began the monumental task of transforming the old, crumbling fort into a true palatial city. He diverted water from the Darro River, a feat of engineering that brought life to the hill, enabling the creation of lush gardens and magnificent fountains. He reinforced the walls and built the first key structures, including the iconic watchtower to Torre de la Vela, which still stands guard over the city today. He wasn't just building a home, he was building a symbol of power, resilience, and cultural identity for his kingdom. The true flourishing of the Alhambra, however, happened under his successors, particularly Yusuf I and Muhammad V in the 14th century. This was the Golden Age. They were not just rulers, they were patrons of the arts, and they poured their wealth and vision into creating a paradise on earth. This is when the most famous parts of the Alhambra were built: the Palace of the Lions and the Palace of the Imagine walking into the Court of the Lions. You're surrounded by a forest of 124 slender marble columns, and at the center, a fountain rests on the backs of 12 stone lions, each uniquely carved. Water flows through a complex system of channels, symbolizing the 4 rivers of paradise. The intricate stucco work, or yeseria, on the walls looks like delicate lace, covered in geometric patterns and Arabic calligraphy that is undisdecorationate. Poetry praising God and the beauty of the palace itself. Then you step into the Kumaris Palace, the official residence of the Sultan. You pass through the court of the Myrtles, where a long, serene pool reflects the sky and the massive Kumaris Tower. This pool was designed to create an illusion of grandeur and peace, a place for contemplation. Inside the tower is the Hall of the Ambassadors, the throne room. Look up, and your jaw will drop. The ceiling is a spectacular dome made of over 8,000 cedar wood pieces, intricately fitted together to represent the 7 heavens of the Islamic cosmos. It's a masterpiece of mathematics and artistry, designed to awe any visitor and remind them of the Sultan's power and divine connection. The Nasrids created a world within a world, a place where architecture, poetry, water, and light all came together to create an experience of pure wonder. But like all golden ages, it to end. By the late 15th century, the Emirate of Granada was weakening. On January 2, 1492, the last Nasrid ruler, Muhammad XII, known as Boabdil, surrendered the keys of the city to the Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella I of Castile. This event marked the end of nearly 800 years of Muslim rule in the Iberian Peninsula. Legend says that as Boabdil left Granada, he looked back at the Alhambra one last time and wept. The spot from which he gazed is still known today as the Mausolei. The Christian monarchs were so captivated by the Alhambra's beauty that, unlike many other conquered structures, they chose to preserve it. They made it their own royal court, a symbol of their victory. The Alhambra then entered a new phase. The Catholic monarchs began to leave their own mark on the palace. They built a church where a mosque once stood and converted some areas for their use. But the most dramatic change came in the 16th century, under their grandson, Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. Charles, a man of the Renaissance, felt that delicate Islamic architecture wasn't grand enough for an emperor of his stature. So, right in the middle of the Nasrid palaces, he commissioned the construction of a massive, square-shaped Renaissance palace. The Palace of Charles V is a stunning piece of architecture in its own right, with a magnificent circular courtyard. But its stark, classical lines stand in dramatic contrast to the intricate, flowing designs of its Moorish neighbors. For some, it's a jarring intrusion. For others, it's another fascinating layer in the Alhambra's complex history, showing the collision and fusion of cultures. After the 16th century, the Alhambra gradually fell into a state of neglect. The Spanish court moved to Madrid, and the palace was left to caretakers, and at times, even occupied by squatters and thieves. Its delicate plasterwork crumbled, and its gardens grew wild. It became a forgotten relic, a romantic ruin that few appreciated. It took a group of romantic artists and writers in the 19th century to rediscover its magic. The American author Washington Irving famously lived in the palace in the 1820s and wrote his enchanting Tales of the Alhambra. His book became an international bestseller, reintroducing the world to the forgotten beauty of the palace and sparking a global fascination. This renewed interest was crucial. It spurred the Spanish government to begin the long and painstaking process of restoration, a process that continues to this day. Archaeologists, historians, and artisans have worked tirelessly to bring the Alhambra back to its former glory, preserving the delicate art and uncovering lost secrets. Today, the Alhambra is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Spain's most visited landmarks, attracting millions of visitors each year. It's more than just a beautiful monument. It's a living museum that tells a story of cultural exchange, of conflict and coexistence, of artistic genius, and the passage of time. Walking through its halls, you can feel the echoes of sultans and queens, poets and soldiers. You can see the fusion of Islamic and Christian art, side by side. From the intricate details of a single tile to the grand vision of its gardens and courtyards, the Alhambra reminds us that beauty can endure through centuries of turmoil. It is a true paradise on earth, a testament to the human desire to create something timeless and magnificent. So, the next time you dream of a magical place, remember the Alhambra, a red fortress on a hill in Granada, holding within its walls the soul of a kingdom and a legacy of breathtaking beauty. It's a story written in stone, water, and light, waiting for you to come and read it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the history of the Alhambra Palace. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more incredible places with me, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been to the Alhambra or if it is on your travel bucket list. Until next time, keep exploring.